When your cat walks straight across the room, past every empty spot on the floor, and sits directly on your laptop keyboard while you're working, do you truly understand what just happened? Most owners laugh. Some get annoyed. Others gently move the cat away, assuming it's nothing more than attention-seeking. But scientists now believe something far more fascinating may be happening. Because your cat isn't simply choosing a warm place to sit, they're making an incredibly deliberate decision, one that reveals how they see you, how they understand your attention, and how deeply they want to remain part of your world. And once you understand what's really happening, you'll never look at a cat sitting on your laptop the same way again. At first, the explanation seems almost too simple. Many people assume cats choose laptops because they're warm, and surprisingly, they're partly right. Most owners believe their cats sit on laptops and papers purely to be difficult, deliberately blocking the one thing they need most. But here is what is actually happening. Cats are instinctively drawn toward warmth. A working laptop radiates gentle heat through its keyboard and base, often more consistently than almost any other surface in the room. That keyboard isn't a target for mischief. It's simply one of the coziest places your cat can find. Feline thermoregulation research has long shown that cats naturally seek warmer resting places because their ideal comfort temperature is much higher than most humans realize. But when you translate that into emotional terms, something much deeper begins to appear. Of every warm place inside your home, your cat chooses the one that happens to be closest to you. That isn't a coincidence. Your cat noticed exactly what you were focused on and chose that place anyway. People often assume cats choose laptops randomly without understanding what the object even is. But watch carefully next time. A cat rarely jumps onto a keyboard by accident. There's a pause. There's a glance toward your face first, checking your expression, your posture, whether your attention has drifted somewhere else. Studies on feline social cognition suggest that cats closely monitor human gaze and attention, adjusting their own behavior based on where you're looking. That glance isn't confusion, it's calculation. Your cat has already noticed that your eyes are locked onto something else, and for the first time in several minutes, they are no longer the center of your attention. So they make a decision, not to interrupt your work, but to gently bring themselves back into your world. A cat that deliberately places itself inside your focus isn't ignoring your world. It's trying to become part of it. The laptop was never the destination. It was always you.
Owners often believe this behavior is only about comfort, but behavioral scientists have discovered something much deeper. Cats carry scent glands along their cheeks, their paws, and their bodies. When they settle onto the objects you touch every day, like your laptop or the papers spread across your desk, they quietly blend their scent with yours. Behavioral studies on feline scent marking describe this as a quiet form of bonding, a way of merging identities between a cat and the person they trust most. Not to claim the laptop, but to claim the shared space between the two of you. Your scent, their scent, one familiar place. That isn't ownership, it's belonging. That isn't interference, it's your cat weaving themselves into the parts of your life that matter most. If understanding what your cat is really trying to tell you matters, this is exactly the kind of hidden truth we explore every week. Join our community, because the more we understand our cats, the deeper that bond becomes. Long before laptops, long before paperwork, long before homes, Wildcats searched for warm rocks, tree branches, sunlit ledges, and elevated resting places where they could watch the world without danger seeing them first. That instinct never disappeared. It simply adapted. Today, your laptop offers warmth, height, security, and most importantly, it sits beside the person they trust most. Your desk has become safe enough that an ancient survival instinct now exists as comfort instead of protection. That safety exists because of you. People often assume cats would sit on anyone's laptop the same way, but behaviorists have noticed something remarkable. This interruption happens most often around the person a cat trusts most, and far less around strangers or unfamiliar visitors. This selective behavior closely resembles secure attachment, much like a young child who interrupts a parent, but rarely interrupts someone they don't know. Out of every person inside your home, your cat chose you. The laptop was never competing with your cat. It was competing for your attention.
And your cat knew exactly how to win. Remember the warning from the beginning? This may be one of the quietest, most deliberate choices your cat ever makes. A cat doesn't sit on your laptop simply to stop your work. A cat sits there because your attention has drifted somewhere they cannot follow. And this is the only language they have to gently ask for it back. Your cat isn't asking, "Will you stop working?" They're asking something much quieter. Even when life gets busy, is there still room for me? That isn't a small question. It's quiet reassurance, offered without words, in the only language your cat has. How you respond teaches your cat something important. The next time your cat settles onto your keyboard, resist the urge to immediately push them away. Pause. Offer a few seconds of gentle attention first. Speak softly. Stroke their head. Acknowledge that they reached out to you. This isn't about stopping your work every single time. It's about protecting a small moment of connection before it quietly disappears. So, the next time your cat walks past every empty place in the room and quietly settles onto your keyboard, don't see an interruption. See an invitation to reconnect. Because your cat isn't trying to become more important than your work. They're simply hoping they haven't become less important than it. One day, that laptop will be replaced. Those papers will be thrown away. Your work will be finished. But there may come a day when no little paws walk across your keyboard anymore. And on that day, you'll wish just one more interruption had happened. It was never really an interruption. It was one of the smallest and most beautiful ways your cat ever said, "I wanted to be close to you." If this changed the way you see your cat, subscribe for more hidden truths behind everyday feline behavior. And share this with someone who still believes their cat is just being annoying. Because once you understand what your cat is really trying to say, you'll never mistake love for an interruption again.